Okay, all right. Welcome everybody once again to my channel. I channel the Mokana once welcome to. Now, ako nga differentiation gi maramda ako ikadawra. Karena nagre question makatabo singan ay na hot kilo method to na kadawa branch point lera kanda differentiation do kamaina hot kadage haibu ne ko na tawur do. Masina mok we will use the definition sinaraga I will limit the limit sinaraga ngal gina ko limit sinaraga gite do nako ngasi gina muk limit sinaraga kamaina angka do hot kadage haibu to muk yengsi right now question kara hoch so 2000. Okay, so let me start with question paper question, and that is let's say 2010 ngan na budi hot krabani, but again see question je akoi kano sinaraga we will use the limit key kano sinaraga concept sinaraga we try to solve solution here. So the pyramid is here. Ngahan equation ni fx is given mod x plus x minus 1 and x minus 2. Now to show na kaino hai kanda to show is fx is not derivable at x equal to 2. X equal to 2 the function do kadau deba derivable oide haidana koina kadau deba so tawdu. Okay, let's see. Sina koina kaisina deba we will use the definitions then koi kaisina neba definitions in. Okay, now so left hand derivative, right hand derivative. Okay, so here we will say that kana hanu putosi left hand derivative hanu putosi left hand derivative. Okay, left hand derivative you can either is a limit where you point the akuna sinariba point say akuna check the point kadaida we will check the point at x equal to 2, so we will write here limit 11 hierarchical x tends to 0. Okay, x tends to 0 0 and f of curry 11 I thought the 2 minus h minus f of 2 and then divided by minus h. Now it's not can only upon the limits in the limit h tends to 0 f of 2 minus h. However, the x ki mohta we will put 2 minus h. So this will be 2 minus h plus 2 minus h minus 1 plus 2 minus h minus of 2 and minus f of 2. So function value 2 put the you will get how much 2 1 so you will get 3 here. And here it will be minus of h, right? Now limit h tends to 0 minus of h later. 2 minus h. The h size is a positive number. It's a very small positive number. Okay, right? Mayam urigo or udrabra. Is anybody good evening. Right. Mayam Uri or Ude. I don't know whether she's a okay. Please somebody just respond whether the streaming is going on. Streaming je koi Uribra Udribra have something. Just respond to taragadi. If there is any issue, streaming the issue like taragadi adum okay? Yeah. Any issue? Streaming the issue like we okay, Uriba. Okay then, yeah. Okay. Now let me continue then. Now 2 2 minus h. We have the h size is a small number. Then 2 minus h size is 2 minus h size is 2 the h kaido have 2 the h kaido has this is a positive number. Okay, h size is pick by 0 plus 0 point something have 0 point something pick number 2 the kaido it will be a positive number. Aduna still like the value 2 minus h adum kya tani 2 minus h adum tagari plus the mug 2 minus h minus 1 hadi 1 minus h adagi 1 minus h size kai hoigani. It is also a positive number. I size am people positive number ni na 1 minus h it is also, it will be a very small number, so aduna sizu kai tagani 1 minus h adum tagani. Now here study mathang itu to katha nagrani. How about minus h? Modulus of minus h is adum h tagani. Okay, modulus study kai haiba always positive number ama p bani. Minus h is a negative number ni, but modulus lau ta h adum tagani, so it will be h and then minus 3. All right, yeah, go next makasa tas itu tad. So limit h tends to 0 makada minus h. Now today I want the 2 2 plus 1 so we will get 3. So then is the pamdadusu kari 3 okay. Now how about here minus h and plus h. See minus h cancels that, so we are left with minus h, so minus of h and then minus of 3. So 3 cancel. Is that correct? So if you take the limit here, the minus h the value is now level limit 1 tarani. Is that okay? See now left hand derivative. Now right hand derivative. Right hand derivative at x equal to 2. And what is the formula? So it will be limit h tends to 0 f of 2 plus h right hand derivative. So it will be how much? 2 plus h. Okay, any query? Okay, 2 plus h minus of kaya f of 2 divided by h right. So limit h tends to 0 modulus of h 2 plus h 2 plus h and then 2 plus h. Okay, remember what was our fx? Modulus of x minus 1 modulus of x minus 2. Here we will be getting how much? Plus 2 plus h minus of 2 and minus of 3. Is that okay? So the problem talk about the later. Now it will be limit h tends to 0 h. The low salon 2 plus h. So kya lani 2 minus h, so 1 plus h adum lani here. Minus of 3. Anyway, so it's the problem of the problem this is right hand derivative value kya so this is 1 tare, but according to so this is not derivable derivable value the it should not be equal so we are getting what we are getting it's the problem and why is that what I'm saying is that it's the limit lower. Okay, so kailani 2 plus 1 so 2 plus 1 3 minus 3 0 so kailani 3h by 3h okay so kaila eva 1 2 3 3h by 3 so na kya tare derivative to 3 tar That 11 derivative ka right hand derivative ka manaribra manadre ko. So which is not equal to, okay, the issue lakadra na khalo oh lakti 11 derivative. So fx is not derivable at x equal to 2. So x equal to 2 the function do kay oidre derivable oidre na have one. So mine what now let's continue with the next question. So 2010 gini 2011 the question ama amuk yangs yarni ko matang question hola king, so don't worry, don't be upset with that. So hainan bam changi mathematics I say hainan bam changi mathematics I say kaino it's a language. Mathematics I say koi language na ba ngasi ek tam maga hatta wari maja paraga eta hai kudak te ta khang tu natte ba sidi ko. It requires time, matam khara changi ba ko adu matam khara pi da ba yaro mathematics okay. Atopa subject kitang slightly different way. And then patience yu am darkar hoy khangdre na to hundok do adai kan ne farak tarak pise right. Anyway, now 3 do kamainan la ino, which one? Oh, so that is soy bam le ne right. Stamo 3 mo wala mene adu ni nei na side hair. Okay, so here we will have a problem. I come to so either somewhere 3 to kamaila I won't go like where is this 3? See 3 0 lakh was there. See according to function do kaya modulus of x minus 1 x minus 2 aduna f of 2 putok taraga din ang kaitan 2 minus 1 2 minus 2 aduna modulus of 2 di 2 ta jare modulus of 1 di kya ta 1 ta sidi kya ta re 0 aduna f of 2 do 3 ta sigi f of 2 do ki value ni sta koi na 3 hai da koi da phangis yare ko. Do you understand khangane na khal okay yan sin f of 2 ki value ni ko 3 hai je right. Now aduna sida mo putho hai limit sida kai tani 3 plus 3h minus of 3 divided by h tare kathan nagra ka si 3 tare ko si kai ga manadre ba 11 derivative ko aduna function do kai hoidre derivative hoidre so f of x is not derivable. Yare ko okay C ni derivable oidin has now 2011 the question amma like C question is a very famous question, so let's write it down. So if a function is derivable at a point, then if this continuous at that point, right? 4 marks the enangan I give derivable oitara kadi continuous way have proof to the derivable implies continuity. Okay, asim tang sinjalamo. So let me just I'll take a 1 minute break. Okay, so asigi theorem je ko na tawda okay. So ngatong silam. Okay, function is derivable at the point, right? Okay. Yes. So prove those. So what is the proof and how to prove? Function je kai hoiba derivable. Derivable ki matang ai na noida kai tak thido male. Asiso koi tak ke no. Okay. Let's see. Si lo kan tak ke derivables. So function je akoi prove to this kai no. So here we will say that we will assume that let f be derivable at x equal to c. Function do kaidoeba derivable when loaded. Function je kainena piramero. Function is derivable. Function is derivable. Okay, at the point c. So function do at point c the derivable now what we have then so f prime c limit x tends to c So function do derivable whatever f prime c do exists or never. Now what we have to prove? So when to prove the kari f is continuous. F to kari whatever f is continuous at c. F na c the continuous way and high by r to the k. What we have to prove, that is we need to prove limit of fx x tends to c do kai ga mana na prove tawtare f of c ga mana na prove tawtare yare. So this is given, let's say equation number 1, and what we have to prove, we have to prove this one. So the pyramid is that see prove to now let's try to prove. Yes, Yarniko. So first understand that the function is derivable. That means derivative exists. Now we have to prove the function is continuous. Function do kaidaweba continuous way. So we will start with that proof. So I'm going to focus on this part, right? Seasonal proof to this. Yes. Now for x to na kaigumba c ga mana da tarakati. So we will say that limit ka law ruginus. We said that fx minus fc has fx minus fc is apa kama ibe fx minus fc divided by x minus c into x minus c in ibe. I just see a cut nagar kanda. We are still left with fx minus fc na adu dugadum lehuna. X minus c because we want to use the concept of derivative. Now limit x tends to c and left side to limit and then left side to limit right side to we will take the limit. Okay, into limit. Yeah. Now, how about this? See parts. Still values. Right? See parts. What is this part equal to? See parts. This is nothing but f prime c. From 1. Okay? Yo. Fx minus fc divided by x minus c, x tends to c average f prime c exists to and c pull up c f prime c into limit x minus c. And f prime c into yung x to kaya to have c put to have c minus c have 0. So that means 0. Limit x tends to c fx minus c have that is is a limit fx minus f of c है zero. So therefore limit of fx x tends to c है f of c f of c is the constant limit f of c so so prove theorem so many times repeatedly they have asked locally. Okay, right. I hope, right? Okay, so let's okay, just note it down. As no book to like the now let's move to the next question. So this is 2011. Now 2012. 2012 we have a question. So that the function f of x is continuity the hot continuity continuity the hot we are discussing on what derivative, okay, but fails to derivative, differentiability की concept से ये pig usefulness pig now continuity की already hot Mayamgi previous video derivative so we will show that derivable at 0. Now sida function je ani thok no hot pe ai ngahan gi method to hot ki hai taragadi model branch point sumaina sema ga hot ki hai bra sida modulus ki definition ni sida I bet in piram kyo point 0 do ni suppose the right hand derivative log ge hai radi right hand derivative log ge hai radi kai log do x to na kai adagi hen ba right hand hai taragadi 0 dagi greater 0 dagi greater and below ge hai tadi d by dx karamba function x kya ta hai 1 yam live method ni ko sina adu sigi method se adagi yung left hand derivative sigi method se yam kanna adi competition exam guma de yam sin nai shortcut adi right smai hole su yai aduga limit hot kya su limit hole su limit hot su ta ke derivative to hot su ta ke branch point le rabani so 11 derivative hai 30 function to karam logani minus x aduna derivative to biro minus x kya lai minus 1 ani je manabra ani je manadra bani na kai higher ni see 11 derivative ko right hand derivative ko manadra bani na fx is not derivable and high bane ko kaida derivable at x equal to 0 seasona kai part seasona koina derivative conception naraga hot limit jaw to bit but nang limit seasona ge hai taraga di yani ko sa si khangane na khalle now atopa method amadong hot if you want to do like this sido log tho ne yare sika log tho limit seasona ge hai taraga di yeng siko let's say right hand derivative hai taragadi my hot kani limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h right hand hai rabani 0 di hen da minus f of 0 divided by h tadi kai la kani limit h tends to 0 0 plus h hai badi h slide है तो f of h ती क्या तारे modulus of h minus f of 0 है बदी क्या तानी 0 दुम तागन okay and then divided by how much h yes sina yam na convention lo ko to now h size kai no h size positive number amani. Okay, h is kai neba, h is a positive number. Aduduna nang magi modulus of h low tar di kai tani h atum tarani makada h amal laire. Right hand derivative kya tare 1 tare. This is very like a lengthy method. Chengna the lengthy method chuni, and then yam conventional method chuni. Okay. Yeah. Next 11 derivative on putos. Yarani ko. Right. So yam live koi limit hollow. Now 11 derivative on putos. 11 derivative at x equal to 0. Limit h tends to 0. F of 11 I taragadi kya lakani 0 minus h minus f of 0 divided by minus of h and lakani. So that means kay lakani so 0 minus h t 0 minus h t kay lakani minus h lakani. Aduna f of x to na kya hoiba f of x to modulus of x hoiba nina si kya lakani minus of h minus f of 0 di 0 adum lakani so kya lakani minus of h lakani. Yara now modulus of minus h su kya tani h adum tani. Okay, aduna cancel out tawnaru ani se kya tai minus 1 kanaga mana de right hand derivative ka mana de. So 11 derivative ka right hand derivative ka mana de. So therefore f of x is not derivable at x equal to 0. X equal to 0 da kay oidre derivable oidre na swine hot pagi 1 mayam no na iba conventional method chuna season. Okay, but that is up to you. Hi yaragadi. Okay, yabadi male I don't know. Successfully connected there. Okay, right. So this was the next question. Now akoy derivatives ki akoy khngminnase f of x kay gaba modulus of x. Modulus of x की definition जे कहीं नहीं है बा. सिलेर सीना नंगी modulus of x तो की graph. सीना fx equal to minus x ni fx equal to x ni, right? And सी की label graph ना थारो नो दोन if you don't want to confuse. Okay. So actually this is this is the graph of modulus of x. Yung ako'y nausita kay tam modulus of x to kay haiba not derivable at 0. 0 the kamay lay stay yung x equal to 0 the derivable oy di haibani derivable oy the jaga sing the kailai rita jo machin tumdra aduna function the derivable oy di hai tara kadi not derivable hai tara kadi not derivable at x equal to c have r to the kailai haiba h lay haiba or pointed oy haiba, right? Yung sige 0.0 sida yung machin tumdra aduduna sige points da derivable oy diya. Now let's discuss another function. Ato function naman lower the ay graph ilake. Suppose ako the graph mas smile rin. So let's say this is my graph. Say this is sina x equal to 1 da x equal to 3. This is x equal to 5. Yung sige function je, if this is your function je kai the derivable of this fx with r d not derivable. F pointed layer is kai x equal to 1 dama aduna x equal to 1 da not derivable. Adai amana kai da x equal to 3 da, and then atopa amana kai da x equal to 5 da. So hari ba si layer point sing sida kai da wa function do derivable oi roi have be one. So you know this kai function number derivative oi dei hai tara ga di at any point number derivable oi dei hai tara ga di kai legane edges legani machin atum legane. Okay, so suppose we will if we discuss one more function like this here, the kai derivable or the derivable or the derivable or function. Okay, so asini apagi meaning hai ta derivable oiba oidaba to derivable oida taraga di function ni graph to machin joy to mane na haibne edges lai haibne si ko na khang da bone. But anyway, si ma ba khangjalo go no gi exam purpose the important not hangzu hangwa but khangjalo na haibagi one. Now let's discuss one more question of another previous year question hangibam ko yensi same question do nga sai here 2012 ta hangibo question do see question there. This was again asked in your 2013 the I would derivable implies continuity. See is a 2013 dam hange ke mark kya piraga 4 marks piraga. Okay, and then study thodopa 100 next 2014 questions. It's very interesting one. If the function f defined by so let me write down the question first. X tuna is that I think the question show if the function f defined by fx equal to x square. The question show them the woman amana greater than or the woman is differentiable at x equal to c. Find the values of a and the b. A the b the value put to have function to kai the pyramid differentiable way na pyramid. Okay, but I think C is say ama greater than oibama ama less oibama oiga the mali. The see the kitang problem like otherwise. Right, so let me check it. C question jam try check to I think C is ama greater than or equal to C oibra kind of oiram the mali. Okay, greater than or equal to C amana less than C oibama. So let me check it again because I have some doubt over it. And this is the sin so let me check this question. So 2014 now we will move to 2015. Yeah, this we will do later on. Okay, 2015. Yeah, so that fx x minus 5 is continuous but not continuity part की देखो already तम करे हमसे कोई ना तो दूसरे ना करेगी derivable part होने कोई ना करना तो दूसरे derivable part होने कोई ना नहीं दूसरे. Okay, continuity I have already solved. So I will solve this in the derivable part. Okay, derivability. X equal to 5 ta derivable oibra or oidabra I say kuna check the water. Oidra oidra. Oiroi ko modulus function as I give to modulus of x to kind of derivable oideba. Not derivable at x equal to 0. Aduna x minus 5 to kind of derivable oiroi. I think x minus 5 is 0 x equal to 5 to not derivable oiroi. Okay, so yare adagi mo atopa mo khangminnase ayeng khangwai if you want to give engineering exam and all that no GE kuma thaning tadi suppose adagi mo suma x minus say 1 hai si kai to derivable lo x equal to 1 the derivable lo right adagi x plus 2 hai tadi si kai to derivable lo x equal to where minus 2 the derivable lo si khangjo ko right okay. Next, derivability at x equal to 5. So, 11 derivative and right hand derivative concept in it. So, we will start with the right hand derivative. Limit की conception lagi hai tara kadi sumai itare limit I tends to 0 f of right hand hati kailakani f 5 plus h lakani at 5 ti yang hai bani na 5 plus h minus f of 5 divided by h. Limit h tends to 0 h. F of 5 plus h. F of x kaya gamane x minus 5 ka. Aduna x ke moto kay lani 5 plus h minus of 5 minus f of 5 adi kaya tani f of 5 adi 5 minus 5 hai. Okay. Now, continue putting the values. Right. Now, we have 5 plus h minus h. 5 cancels. So, we are left with modulus of h minus 0. Limit h tends to 0. Modulus of h. H is a positive number. Modulus of h and then h 1. So this is our right hand derivative. Right hand derivative kya tane hai 1. Okay. Now, in the right hand derivative, next we will find 11 derivative. Now 11 derivative means kitang tuna sin batam si because we have okay matam siyam na ngasai ki do sir x greater than c oy bani. Okay, all right. Adu na yung ngasai di kanaramis. Yeah, adu yang si hayong 11 derivative has the limit h tends to 0 f of 5 minus h minus of f of 5 divided by minus h. 11 derivative po higher o makada kay lakani minus h lakani si madung kang bata. Okay. Continuity the plus minus concept like take on. Okay, 11 limit right hand limit lower kanda. But derivative the 11 ay targa di makada minus h lakani si makang. So limit h tends to 0. Yeah, minus of h. 5 minus h side of yung. Ako function to kaya no? Function fx to what was that? X minus 5 hai banina. F of 5 minus h side tara di kailangan 5 minus h minus of 5 lakan. Duna f of 5 minus h side sa kailangan 5 minus h minus of 5. F of 5 hai di kaya lakan 5 minus of 5. Ado di kaya tara yung minus of h is na kaya tani 0, right? Now again, if you take the limit, si kaya tani modulus of minus h lord h tare makada na minus. So this will be -1. Manabra ngasagi right hand derivative to ka right hand derivative ka manadare. Manada taragati, what we get by conclusion, we said that the function is not derivable at the point, right? Function to kai whatever. So therefore makada ibiro. Therefore, fx is not derivable at x equal to what? Ako kind of point na kanda is 5. So 5 tapo derivable. Whatever I have is ima. Ako kanjalo sima. Right. Sini layo question 2015 bauta, and then 2016 question. 2016 namu such. Manipur ki 17 hai sini na. Okay. Yang si. Yeah, any issue? No issue. I have right. This issue later right? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. 2000. I say when I talk din ng dami na previous year the hangyu question na yung dulo na ako na kanu tawse na tawbagiwan ni ako na discuss tawse na tawbagiwan ni right. No, kitang helpful way kada if exam happens exam ko yung ba no exam tawtara kadi kita go ju kanay dana hadi area concern area am lai ne ba yam hangan ba jaga to khara da go ju khamu dara kadi no khara kana ne na ka aina state like ko tawdno ko tala tawri se ko hadi no kitang mayamgi kitang kana gadra na tawbagiwan. Anyway, continue with the question, right? 2016 the hang is when a function is said to be differentiable at a point, right? Is when a function is said to be differentiable at a point, right? One mark already high gravity, so I don't think that we need to do it again. Amuk tawagida ka way ina ikandre, alright? Maka amung yengsi ato po question amang mo yengsi. And then 2016 the question among pyramid the function. So this is one question and this is another question. The function f defined by x squared plus 3x plus a, right? I'm gonna bx plus 2 x greater than 1 x na 1 na mana less than or function ki value ma greater than 1 or function ki value ma is given to be derivable for every x and is kind of find a and b a ga b ga puto ay nga sai ko na mamang the hot kito position do happen man ado sinadi issue laite one day less oy ma one day greater oy ma mamang it is why I think question so ko rangani so I do ma check taro ki ge ado taw su yare adi c je hai tara ga di mamang it is tum hai ne na kal na tro anyway see what now yes usually ko na high grades the kaino puto ay je unknown kya no unknown ani ab unknown ani lai tara ga di equation क्या दरकार होगा नहीं 2 equation unknown ना हो मैं तारे का दी we need 3 equation unknown अनी नहीं ना equation अनी दरकार होगा so अदो concept तो कोई object करो ताई पान बताए equation अनी पुतो को दरकार ओए derivable है रबन नत्रा कई पे रमी what is the clue given here the clue given is that the function is derivable so here the function is derivable function दो derivable वो ये ने पिरम होने ना okay so we will use the concept of derivability right okay. So here, apoy manipurda layba satra mayam jinse I can compare with karamba nung yam mangba nung yam khak pa to khak pa tay ko ngang ba dap yam haiba hai tay dap yam hai ga satra lay ko kangina adu ne ta di su ta da nung di kilala sum tamdu khangina kilala thamai no ga kadang kha ta do ga man do nga la ga di ta do ade huinau da ha ga kari pocket dog na ma le do khangla adu ne pocket dog kai gi no hai kan sida ni won de khong di am kan ba khong adu ga mi chik pra ji chik to dhap yam kan ba hai ta ne so dhap to no adu da ka ro di kai no mi na na ko gi dhap to go si kan dam ni am kuin long lasting oi da ne ko dhap to na ta reality da real da ko na ko to bu ne da ka ro is yan ta real da ko na hard working oi bu ne da ka ro is at the end hard working pays off hard working to dra ga di kam kan ro ba yan ta ngasi to problem yan jing je manipur da it all id manipur ki wari ga ta te all over the world or even in India tawrisin je ya mana kai no hai kan dhap to loi chat pa right so sugum be po se kitang kitang thadong na ta ga di ka pha ga do id we are not honest enough ko jam no honest is the do aduga thabok de jong tong ni ba sing na ga thabok de jong tong ni mi na gari thawre thau ni is oire oi ni nang na sana karai de lai no di ko khang da bai ta re ni ko you don't want to study right nang study larik to bra ha di tong ning de nang hona bra ha di mi na hona bi du mai no hona bra ha di nang hona ning de but the thing is that nang adu mi na ka no to ba kari ko su tai to ra gari tho ba ka no to ba adu mu tum pam ba right yan dai ko sugum ba gi po se akoi da society de am u phang e sigi koksel lai ring ai hard working then dedication patience yaw draga di kai future da kai thora kan kan generation ji it's all about kana gan akoi gunda takutarang ha mi ge se angam ngam phare to rakta akoi ke hai ni like yam chu cruel oi ba society mu so oi ra ane khalai ra ga di kai na kan nang da bok suning de nang like su paning de nang mi na phang ba facility a chou me am du di nang sum phang ni ka ya du na tro oi ta di ke dong ni mi na paisa pai ba thi ar roi nang changjal laga mi on di paisa mon du lak to di because nang thau su suning de adu mi on di mun ba cha wa hai jina nang yudum kai ora pa nang gi habit adum ora pa right no mai ke pai ra ga lami so ta tho ga dum apha on sarak pi ha gunda pata to bi adu dum tor ka adu na di society do apha ora ka do di na te ba right anyway apart from this one thing we will focus on this one adu na hard working ka ga tan to ning be wa ni society ma pa wa ji loina phar ka na phar gi wa ni amana phar ga noi tara mu phatra ga se leka an mi cha ma le mi ani ga phare remaining du loina ma phat le re adu karai da surrounding du na ha tablet cha ba gi du to ba ma am phat ma am ta ku tarang le sele kai pha du phar roi ba ya roi ba amadu du tum atopa jaga ho mo dum chat kitab ne ba right ama pula pham na bam sang ye usi wa kan adu wan yang kan nang ning de ko but anyway coming back to our topic so function le re fx le re si derivable hai bani for every x hai bani na for every x derivable hai re so we will use the concept so given the kai hai so since fx is derivable for every x the fx is derivable oi bani na fx is derivable at kaida no branch lai re jo 1 the branch lai aduna x equal to 1 the function do kai gani derivable oi gani right adu ta the function the x equal to 1 the derivable oi gani na ko kai hebe left hand derivative to the left hand derivative at x equal to 1 duga kai ga mana gani right hand derivative at x equal to 1 duga mana gani right now we will use the concept of derivability so apna limit ki conception or hai limits in the you can do directly like this d by dx 11 derivative hai du 1 the less oi bhai bani na si lo bi ra lo so minus direct atu 3x plus 1 okay aduga x ki value kya put ta last to 1 put ta right hand derivative hairagana kari d by dx right hand haibani na x tagi hand x tagi hand by the karam function logani so you last ki se logani. Okay, so bx plus 2 hairaga last kai put tawada x equal to 1. So I know kono hodara su yai ko yam live ga if you want to solve by derivation tawraga sumaina holasu yai hai. Ado bu akoi as usually koi kai na hone usually we use the concept of limit. Stay holasu yai ko si hin pinam ge ko no edum stegi hotharaga derivative tawro ki pangani 2x plus 3 x equal to 1 fangani then we will get only b, right? Stegi nang kai fangani you will get some a value of b the value fangani stegi baka hotal chamana na fangani ai no ji hoto isina kari no ye limit concept dun hotke limit to hotra su yai hai bani yo ko si thaja tra yo ngus if you do here solve here x squared to 2x ta idana ko 3x to 3 ta re so x ki value se put to 5 b की वैल्यू क्या तारे 5 तारे इसलिए b की वैल्यू 5 तारे ना को फंगने बट अकोई लिमिट की कांसेप्ट सिन जे है बनी ना लिमिट तो होची सी खंगनी को राइट सी मैं मुतल ओके आई ना देन वन मोर थिंग आई ना ngak kwa mo khak lai manipur lai sin se am na di every okay 90% more than 90% more than 95% or 98% mungti aya amana middle class family is join to bunang na belong to bunang na like pan interest so anga pa mani na tra see the thing is I think if your father is millionaire or billionaire na father mother yun no yam lingbo oitara gadi like tam dasu yai kin like to kara tamboi tamdoi toraga tu su yai na haiba khanba yai go. You have the backing of your father or mother or the property may have the level. But the thing is that then the line of the book even myself also of course middle class family the rock middle class family the label at me. So the going nang the tawa pangba na traga job mo pangba or punjida kita haigala hai ta di nang like sinatana kaya to bunga moy like paraga like to hairaga exam tharaga competition exam tharaga ona banna traga di nangi way se kaino labra like si khangdana kamai tawi hai consider si khangdana noina kamai tawi hai kan si su khangda bi noina blindly you follow that TikTok, you follow your time, invest your time in Facebook, WhatsApp, siguro ta tong ngaw ga lay ko. So aduna tang khal karamba na hena kano ta boda ge ko, right? So that you have to understand, right? Now, see, you will find some new way of solving methods here. Start no way da ko na solve to method kan no khang be khang da be aduga limit to hoche harabani na ko limit to hoche 11 derivative as ko kamai labani limit I stands to 0 f of kari 1 minus h minus f of 1 11 hai ta adi makhada minus h or plus h minus of h laka. Now limit right hand derivative I stands to 0 f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h. Yare ko. Now we will put the value. See na kitang sangin to buni ko. Value di chamana na phangani ko. Yung thaji so bani 1 minus h hai basi kaino. H is positive number amani. Aduna 1 minus h hai di ke do 1 dagi less hoy kani. 1 dagi less hoy ta di function ki value do karam balo bani. 1 dagi less hoy ta re ka di function की value दो c से low होता है x तो less than 1 है बनी ना right तो करम low बनी आहान वो function से करम x square plus 3x plus e से low होता है so we will put here x square है भाई उसी x तो कहीं लग रहा है 1 minus h so x square plus करी 3x है बनी so it will be 3 times of x की होता 1 minus h and then plus a है bro right plus of a minus value क्या f of 1 right 1 का माना बदी करम 1 का माना बसु c की आहान function जिसमें अब x की मोतो उसे क्या put out रानी 1 put out रानी so we will write here क्या ना 1 square into 3 into 1 plus e. So this is your left hand limit, right? There you go. Now right hand limit is since h tends to 0 h. You know 1 plus h. 1 plus h I will 1 the hen. 1 the hen the function logani. If it is greater than 1, just wait. 1 the hen the see the second one, right? 1 the hen the second one the criteria is satisfied so we have to take bx plus 2, right? Aduna bx plus 2 the higher row bx ki moto kay lakani x ki moto 1 plus h then plus 2 minus see f of 1 had the karam alone 1 had the x to 1 gamana by x ko 1 gamana by the karam first function the first function is the see first function is the values in the lagta hai 1 square into 3 into 1 plus 8, right? Simple like that. Okay. Simple to single law better. Okay. I do my count to tell us. Yeah, Nico. All right. So my cards are tell us. Take a from again to yengas. So now we are having limit I tends to 0. See, I'm hanging the ones mine hot. Anyway, right? Then square hang do of the time. It's a very lengthy. A square plus b square minus twice ab, right? I have the 1 minus s square, then 3 now multiply it also. So it will be 3 minus of 3h, right? And then plus of a, then we will have minus CD tare 1 square, the 1 tare 3 ga 1 ga the 4, and then it will be 4 plus a. Adugo minus 11 4 minus a. Okay. Similarly, the values 11 limit equal to limit. See, it's a very lengthy saying lengthy way. Even I don't want to go by this method. Nasagi derivative but anyway, hold on. B into 1 plus h multiply to solo. B later, b into h later. Then we have plus 2 minus 4 minus h. Okay. See, right? Now, limit h tends to 0 minus of h. See, 1 later, 3 later, 1 ga 3 ga 4. Adugi 4 doga see minus 4 jiga cancel chat. So you can cancel this one, right? Adagi is the EML so minus EML so it will be cancel out. So the what we are left is h square minus of 2h 2h minus 3h I believe. So we can write it there as 5h I minus of 5h. How about here? So then so the d b plus bh right, and then we have how much minus 2 and minus a. Okay, minus 2 and minus a. Is that okay? Any issue? No issue, right? 1 4 plus a, right? But anyway, so limit h tends to 0. So the h come along to h minus of 5 divided by minus of h, right? And here limit h tends to 0, right? So the we will have some problem here, right? H see if you put the value here, okay? So let's say b plus bh minus 2 minus a divided by h. So limit low limit low tadi makasi kya tani 0. Matak na kya tara kan if you put the left to say b minus 2 minus of a la kan. Is that okay? Right? Sila kan have na throw. Yes, sila ko tama. Is that okay? La kan go. Now try that. We will face some problem. Problem kara face the one. Matak the limit to thopu yad rahe. Constraint tare makadana kay tare makadana we will have some value makada zero lai ado makada zero lak pa habi je koina kano da yadi mathematics da koina yadi right aduna yeng se sida okay now sida h ka kaltham naro sida limit h tends to 0 kaita minus of h ama plus of 5 ama sida dum thambiro limit h tends to 0 h right so there is a constant nam di lere ko b minus 2 minus h ama constant nama lere and then amana kari b into h side ama lakuni wale is that okay right ado kasai koi derivative bi do dak tawramadi kasai na adum khotpa yaram b gi value su already koina adum phangaba right anyway maka yengs so problem bi dum thora ni size da kai no koina level limit value limit low matamda right we face some problem okay let me check it again right and limit kiss account if I do the like okay just kita avoid to we are ring ko kan f of 1 right f of 1 f of 1 minus 4 minus 8 f of 1 right adum line h x minus 1 yeah okay plagiarism what is it yeah okay so 11 the koi kaita if you put x equal to 0 here 11 the kya tan 11 the 5 tan okay so problem is on the right hand side koi na legi to kariba b minus 2 minus of a plus b of h divided by h side so the name of limit problem thora ka this now what I am saying is that c limit kya ka mane hai ba 5 ka mane hai na that means the right hand side ki limit se exist away right hand side ki limit exist away and equals to what equals to 5 ka mane bani na if I take the limit here 11 right hand side the limit low matam da c exist away to but problem is h 0 logi tadi makha 0 lakani sidana kai lakani b minus 2 minus a aduga akoina laktu se sumai lakani divided by 0 cd akoina not defined in our limit the koi sigum baje ka dawa this is sigum baje koina ka dawa define taude but question akoina hola ko matam di asigi value ze kya ta hai ba the value is now kya ta hai ba 5 ta hai na pyramid se akoina hola ko matam limit to the 5 ta hai na adu tadi right hand side ki limit se ju ka dawa to exist tawam to e ba in house right right hand side che limit exist tawram matung da 5 lakh to ni but question akoina is the put tawru matam da di value ze 0 lakh ani makha 0 lakh pati ya adu tadi koina kamai taw da ga kan dan exist tawdu ni see limit I say from the put I tends to 0 and from the kai le only limit I tends to 0 b minus 2 plus ph I see ko na ta sing na ga indeterminate form na kawi ta sing wo si kai la ka dong no 0 by 0 form la ka do bani okay I will kai wa do ba this should be 0 by 0 form ta ga dong no adu kan da ko na derivative ka tora kan da ko no ko la ka do but that is another thing adu bu ko no ji high je ka do ba makha da lei ba limit to exist to do bani na si makha limit to song da pura ji song limit na sa dum dai ja ora jan okay yang si ko ta bra na ta ne na dikhal I hope so right right adi I tends to 0 ram si 0 ta re si and then si 0 lotion ta di we are getting b minus 2 minus a c part se 0 ta re so we are getting what we are getting c 2 se som da thang do ki ta re di so 2 is equal to b minus a from a so let's say this is our first equation right asi ho lam ni na lo shalam da di nungai ta whereas aina sa hai gi do nasai gi aina 11 derivative right hand derivative to yam line hota din sa na b gi value phang da but sumai yam san hota ra di value do ka da ba yamna akoina sangani anyway yam thu relationship akoina kai hai unknown ani oi banina akoina equation dar kar kya hoy ani hoy now equation amadi fange equation ama kamai sarakani we know kai hai differentiability already kai daw hai implies continuity so differentiable hoy taragadi continuous hoy taban aduna continuity concept to ama musinarni right yam sangi ko so I don't like this concept saying na ngasai derivative to do na pa aduna kai dawni this implies fx to kai hoy have is continuous fx is continuous at x equal to kya tha at what point 1 the continuous way that means na level limit to the at 1 to the right hand limit at 1 ga mana bata so what is level limit of your level limit of the x na 1 the less or matam the kai function is a value is c x square na x square plus 3x plus a x na kya 10 to matam da 1 right hand limit na x na greater than 1 x na greater than 1 function to x right hand limit ka mulong ani subay se long ta right kana function bx plus 2 limit na kaya da at 1 now put the values here 1 plus 3 plus a if you put here this will be b plus 2 right sidi kai phang so samana na phang ma le ne ko 4 am phang hai so we are getting the same value here tadi kai ta 4 am phang hai so 2 lai ra so b minus a so we are getting the same value here right sina equation number 2 equation 1 ga equation 2 ga samana na phang hai 2 is equal to b minus a right the differentiability da ngasai change tawra daga di then we the equations da phangba ya right so the limit to kana kai losal lure 1 minus h losal lure aduna ni issue to if and nothing else ngasai do ko losal la to solution da ya bani ko so that if I take this whole thing value the land mo padi kem yaw gide ko I don't think that the land mo padi yom ngani thaja dre b plus h right hand limit right hand derivative to lower is bx plus 2 I mean right I just later so yeah sibu later c5 tai I mean na so I just change the dome so I just change the dome so here b value put up palm by 1 right just wait confused and never thought of the two oh no c portion to I'm live with the what's it kind of the city cover sheets kind of so I don't know now okay what I'm suggesting is that sheet tower run kind of put so I don't know say the sinner so don't know best are si kanda matam mangba koksu yam changba and then unnecessarily sida among limit among photo na lay ba do it's very lengthy aduna si tower no si so ya si thong okay so means 11 derivative at x equal to 1 ga right hand derivative at x equal to 1 ga mane habani na 11 derivative to ko dum lawsalas 11 derivative at x equal to 1 I x to be less than 1 hoy ba habani less than 1 hoy ba tadi karam no si function si dum holo dum best ta ne I think okay aduga last kya x equal to 1 right hand derivative habana karamba x na greater than 1 hoy kan bx plus 2 bx plus 2 aduga x na greater than 1. Right. Derivative tawro kya tareba 2x plus 3 constant a the constant in 0 chatkani ko x equal to 1. So derivative tawro b atai di yaar. So is the nang put tawta di kya tareba na 2 plus 3 is equal to b. Have the b do kya tare b do 5 tare. Sigi ja sidagi tahalak di yaeba ngasai sigi yam sango method tu dagi holaga koina sida koina kya tarak tu basda tu oda maji holor no majo ngao no sida koina uji phang do kya 5 is equal to limit yara si je heng kon ayim sida h ama b 2 minus h plus bh si ne ba koina lang tu sidagi nang b ki value to 5 tan ga do ne ba right. Okay, aduna sigi je akoina yam sang na sumaina hot pasa si je tawra no si so duna tawra. Okay, so let me delete this. Kana thong na te si kana thong na te mata sanam ne. Okay, now b equal to kya tare hai ba 5 tare hai. Aduga akoina mo have do kari. B ki value kya tare 5 tare. Differentiability na kay haiba implies continuity haibiro, right? Adu matung da kay lakani koi fx of continuous at 1 oire. So it's the equation number sina. Let's say this is our equation number 1 and let's say this is equation number 2, right? Adi from 1 and 2 2 is equal to b ki kya tare 5 tare a tham b tho, right? Sidagi solve tawro a ki value kya tare 3 tare and these are the values yare pare ngasi ki ko side lo sala ko side lo sala and then makha ta ko sidut hai ko ne naji sida ko na ngasai thok riba kitang problem thok riba concept then we will discuss